Back in the shop today. Got a good friend of mine. I'm gonna make him a keepsake box, and probably I'm gonna make him a pen to go along with it. I've got a nice black walnut board that's rough sawn. Been drying for a few years now, and so I'm gonna make it out of it. I'm gonna plane it down and see what the grain looks like. All right, my board's about 8 foot long. I'm gonna cut it in half just so I can run it through the planer. Well, you know what? I don't claim to be a very good woodworker, and I for sure don't claim to be a very good videographer. I resawed this and planed that side down and got it to the right thickness I want, and I forgot to press the record button. So anyway, I apologize for that, but it's just resawing and planing. So now I'm gonna cut it down to size, figure out what kind of size box I want to make for him, and go from there. Maybe I'll remember to hit record in the future. Okay, now I'm gonna run it through the joiner, get one edge square with the face, and then I'll run it through the table saw and get everything squared up. All right, I gotta lay it out. I want a good clear 12 inches on the inside of the box. So my boards are 1/2 inch, so I need to allow, when I cut the finger joints in, I need to go about 13 1/4, because you want to cut your finger joints just a little bit long so you can sand them down and make everything look good. Okay, let me cut those. Got my dado stack set up, got my sled in place. Had to make me a new block. I wanted some 1/2 inch finger joints. Didn't have a 1/2 inch, so I had to make one. And I'm ready to cut my finger joints. Got that one cut. I'm gonna cut the others. Y'all hang on, I'll be back. Okay, got my router set up. I'm gonna route a slot for the top to sit in all the way around this thing, and I'll do the same thing on the bottom. I've got to stop short of this finger joint, because that's the end of that's gonna show. Got to stop short on both sides. I'm gonna have to plunge this and then start, and then I've got a mark on here where I need to stop. All right, here goes. Got to go just a little bit further right there, so we'll put it back on here. Got that. Let's see how that fits. All right, I'm gonna dry fit this together and see how it's gonna go together. I'm gonna let these panels just float in here. That way, if there's any movement in the wood, then it won't put itself in a bind. Hadn't decided on what glue I want to use yet, because it's going to take just a little bit of time to put all this together. Goes together pretty good. When I put the glue to it, I'll have to clamp it up. Just hold everything in place. And then once everything dries, I'll come back and I'll cut the top off. Alright, let me take this back apart now. I think I can probably go ahead and get the glue. Well, I've decided that I am a better woodworker than I am a videographer. So I pressed record and it was recording when I was doing the glue up. Took a little bit longer than I thought, so I guess the battery went dead. So I apologize for that. But I got it glued up. It went together real good and didn't take near as many clamps as I thought. But I'm going to let this dry for about, I don't know, about an hour, I guess, and we'll go from there. I'll come back when it's dry and I'm going to cut the top off and then get some hinges, and depending on what kind of hinges I use, I may have to do a little bit more chisel work, but we'll see. Okay, I got my saw set up. Again, this is my first time to ever try this, so if I screw it up, maybe I won't screw it up so bad I can't fix it. But here goes. Got a little spring to it. So let me get a clamp. I'm gonna pull that back in before I cut it. I'm afraid if I don't, that cut down there might be at a little bit of an angle. Right there. Dang, that worked out pretty good. I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper and just kind of smooth up these edges, remove some fuzzies, and get everything looking good. I'm going to soften these edges a little bit also. Alright, looking pretty good. What we got here? I got this little latch here. I found Hobby Lobby. Of course, that's where I got the hinges, but I think it's gonna look pretty good. So I've got the center marked. I'm just gonna mount this in the very center. Perfect. Okay, now take it all apart and do a little bit more sanding. Not a whole lot, and I'm gonna put a finish on it. I got it apart, got the hinges and the little latch off, and I decided I was going to use a tongue oil to finish this with. This black walnut, you don't really need to stain it at all. Either put a polyurethane coat on it or tongue oil. It just really makes that grain pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this. You can really see how that really makes that grain pop out of there. Pretty neat. So I got the box. The first coat of tongue oil is dry. Everything looks real good. Tongue oil raised the grain just a little bit, so I'm gonna just lightly sand it with some 800 grit sandpaper. Knock that back down and put the next coat on. Well, I lightly sanded it, wiped it down, got all the dust off, got my tongue oil out. I'm gonna put another coat on it. Didn't have to go on as thick as that first coat went on, but just want to make sure you cover everything pretty good. Well, the box is dry. I finished turning a pin this morning. So I'm going to put the hinges on, the latch, and I'll be done. Turned out real nice. Perfect. Looks pretty good. Looks good. My friend, I went ahead, I wanted to make him this box. It's kind of surprise. He doesn't know he's getting it. He does know I do a little woodworking. And I made him a couple of pins that I'm going to just put in the box and send it to him when I send the box. I also made him a pencil, just a slimline pencil. So I put it in the box, pack it up, put it in the mail or UPS. Alright, thank y'all for watching. Be sure and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment below.